You are listening to Christian Audio's production of Church in Hard Places, How the Local Church Brings Life to the Poor and Needy by Mez McConnell and Mike McKinley. This book is read by Adam Verner. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason, without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition is published by Christian Audio, under an agreement with Good News Publishers, Crossway Books and Bibles. Based on Church in Hard Places. Copyright 2016 by Mez McConnell and Mike McKinley. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/christianaudio, or twitter.com/christianaudio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Forward. One of the most significant trends of the past 2 decades has been the renewed commitment of evangelical Christians to fighting against poverty. An avalanche of books, conferences, and ministries is mobilizing and equipping Christians to heed the biblical mandate to do justice and to love kindness. Micah chapter 6, verse 8. This trend is truly exciting, since caring for the poor is one of the central tasks of Jesus Christ and his followers. Luke chapter 7, verses 18 through 23. And 1 John chapter 3, verses 16 through 18. Unfortunately, there has been a second trend as well, a declining commitment to the local church. Although this trend is widespread, it seems to be particularly pronounced among Christians who are the most passionate about social justice. Indeed, it is all too common to hear those who are working full-time in poverty alleviation to express not just frustration, but outright disdain for the local church. This trend is a profound tragedy with manifold implications, one of them being that the renewed efforts to help the poor are doomed to fail. Those are strong words, so let me explain. Poverty is a profoundly complicated problem to solve. As we argued in the book, when helping hurts, poverty is rooted in people's broken relationships with God, self, others, and the rest of creation. These relationships are broken due to a complex combination of the individual's own sin, exploitive people, systemic injustice, and demonic forces. There is a lot more going on than meets the eye, so the solutions need to move well beyond ladling soup, dispensing clothing, and handing out food stamps, as important as those activities can be. Indeed, the problem of poverty is so complex that it takes a miracle to eradicate it. The good news of the gospel involves King Jesus using his power and authority to conquer the individual's own sin, the exploitive people, the systemic injustice, and the demonic forces that are at the root of poverty. Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 through 20. It is King Jesus alone who can do all of this. So the poor, a group that includes all of us, need a profound encounter with him. By encounter, I do not mean a one-time meeting. Rather, I mean a deep, organic connection to the very person of Jesus Christ, who saves individuals from their sins and ushers them into a new world in which there will be no more exploitive people, systemic injustice, or demonic forces, and no more poverty. John chapter 17, verses 20 through 23. Ephesians chapter 1, verses 2 through 23, and Revelation chapter 21, verses 1 through 4. The poor need to be united to King Jesus, and he is present, mysteriously but truly, in the church. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 23. It is simply impossible to alleviate poverty, in its fullest sense, apart from the local church. Thus, if we want to alleviate poverty, we need churches in the hard places where the poor live. Unfortunately, many churches are located far from the poor, and those that are in close proximity are often unprepared for effective ministry. And that is where this book steps in. Drawing upon their personal experiences both as poor people and as pastors of churches in hard places, Mike McKinley and Mez McConnell provide practical advice for using the ordinary activities of the church, the preaching of the word, prayer, accountability, and discipleship, to draw poor people into a transformative encounter with King Jesus. These routine activities work because God has ordained them to work.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?